Hey, this is Dr. Marisa, women's hormone expert, author, and the host of the Essentially You podcast. And today, I'm going to be continuing my series on highlighting the incredible hormones in our body. Now, if you missed out on learning about testosterone and progesterone, definitely go back and check out those episodes. And note that I'm going to be sharing a lot more hormones in my shorty episodes so that you just have a great sense of what's going on in your body and how your hormones work. Now, today, I'm going to be sharing 5 major benefits of having healthy estrogen levels and why you should be giving some extra love to this powerhouse hormone. First off, as you probably know, estrogen is the BEYONCE of all women's hormones. Without estrogen, we would literally fall apart, just like without Beyonce. Our bones would break, our mood and energy would crash, our brain would stop working, our heart would have a hard time, and our hair would fall out. Not a good look. But what exactly is estrogen and how does it work? Well, estrogen is a female sex hormone produced in the adrenal glands, ovaries, and fat cells, although it's mostly produced in the ovaries. And it's primarily responsible for preparing the uterus and other reproductive organs for pregnancy. But in its downtime, which again, this is a mega multitasker hormone here, it is regulating the menstrual cycle, keeping our metabolism going, maintaining bone strength by collaborating with calcium, vitamins, and other essential minerals. It is helping to support the brain. It is helping to support your heart. It is helping to ensure that your mood is high and it feels good and joyful. And those are just a few of the things that estrogen is doing in the body 24/7. Again, that's the reason why this is the Beyonce of hormones here. Now, our body produces 3 main types of estrogen. One, estradiol, which is known as E2. This is the most common and abundant type of estrogen in women of childbearing age. Number 2 is estrone, known as E1. This is the weakest type of estrogen. It's typically higher after menopause, and estrone is known as a storage hormone. It can actually convert to estradiol when your body needs a stronger type of estrogen. So it's great to have on hand in case we need more of that estradiol. And then number 3 is estriol, known as E3. This is the main estrogen produced during pregnancy. But unlike progesterone, which slowly precipitously drops over time starting in our 30s, estrogen levels don't necessarily decline until close to menopause. Instead, what we'll see is kind of a roller coaster response towards the end of perimenopause into menopause as the brain is sending signals to the ovaries through the follicular stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. Now, over the course of our life, estrogen levels will fluctuate depending on how balanced our other sex hormones and metabolic hormones are, which if you're not diligent, right, if we're not taking care of our bodies, it can lead to low estrogen or very high estrogen, which is known as estrogen dominance. And this is what I see a lot, especially as progesterone drops and we may have some metabolic issues and some stress going on, honestly, just living the modern lifestyle. We will start to see an uptick in excess estrogen metabolites inside of the body. Now, both low levels and high levels can cause all kinds of crazy symptoms. And I want to start with low levels of estrogen. This is often what we see in menopause, but we can definitely see it early as well. Dry skin, insomnia, mood swings, loss of libido, hot flashes and night sweats, vaginal dryness and thinning, irregular or absent menstrual periods, and menstrual migraines. Now, when we look at high levels of estrogen hormone, known as estrogen dominance, we will see lagging energy, also known as fatigue, loss of sex drive, fibrocystic breasts, so very lumpy, tender, and kind of breasts that grow very quickly right before your period, fibroids in the uterus, which is 88% of us before we hit menopause, feeling depressed or anxious, worsening of PMS symptoms, weight gain mainly in the waist, hips, and thighs, right? I've always been estrogenic. So I've got the weight distribution in the hips and thighs and the booty. Menstrual problems such as light or heavy bleeding, especially those really heavy, painful periods that can last up to 7 days. That is often a sign of excess estrogen. Also, migraines can be a big part of this. Bloating too is also a part of this. Now, on the flip side, because I do want to spend time on the big benefits, when we have healthy estrogen levels, it is like the seas part and we are ready to handle business. So here are the things that you can really expect when you are having yummy, healthy, abundant estrogen that is not overriding progesterone. So sexual development. So estrogen is responsible for growth and continued development and or maintenance of our reproductive anatomy, including our vagina and uterine health. menstrual cycle. So when our estrogen levels are great, it's responsible for building up the lining of the uterus every month and preparing for pregnancy, which is so important, right? It also is helping to prepare for ovulation as well. Number 3 is bone development and health. So estrogen plays an important role in the healthy development of our bones. It also regulates bone turnover in adult bones and protects against bone loss and ultimately osteoporosis. Hence why it's so important that we maintain good estrogen levels till the end. Heart health. So estrogen helps protect against heart disease. This hormone does a lot of good things to keep your body and your blood vessels very, very healthy. It helps to increase the important antioxidants inside of the body. It also helps to decrease inflammation and helps to control cholesterol levels and blood sugar levels and insulin levels. All a big part of heart health. Next is mood management. Probably one of the things that we least think about when it comes to our hormones is going to be our mood, but estrogen has a very significant effect on our brain and serotonin levels. It is thought that estrogen affects our brain structures and how they're connected, how our brain cells communicate, and even how our brain is shaped as we grow up. So I don't know about you, but those feel like some pretty big benefits. And it really speaks into why it's so important to really love up on our hormones and love up on our bodies. Now, you're probably wondering, how do we even balance estrogen levels naturally if we are struggling with them, especially if we're struggling with an excess amount of metabolites that are really not serving us? Because often those are reactive oxidative metabolites that are also creating more inflammation than good. So the best kind of estrogen that you can get is the kind your body already makes, right? We don't want to mess with nature. Just do more of the things that help your body remove excess bad estrogen and produce healthy, good estrogen, right? So that's reducing stress, as we know, reducing our sugar and alcohol intake so that we're loving up on that liver, light to moderate regular exercise. This is also great for testosterone, nourishing your adrenal glands, getting plenty of high quality sleep, eating healthy organic whole foods that are unprocessed, and really upping your intake of magnesium, B vitamins, and a DIM supplement, so diindole methane. Now, sometimes though, changing your lifestyle may not be enough because we may feel that there's a lot of areas of depletion. That's when you want to consider adding a safe, natural approach to balancing your hormones. So one of the things that I was working on for over a year was custom formulating my hormone balance, and it literally could just be what you need. From menstruation to menopause, hormone balance is literally the magic supplement that you've been looking for to keep your body supported on a daily basis, with all the rock star heavy hitters in one place to nurture your endocrine system from the inside out. Hormone Balance contains DIM, Vitex, calcium D-glutarate, right, to help protect healthy estrogen production and elimination, plus magnesium, critical methylated B vitamins, and powerful natural antioxidants that are included to help support our cells, our bones, our muscles, our mood, libido, sleep, and so many other systems inside of the body. Now, my custom formulation is designed to keep you energized and feeling your very best. It's going to also combat PMS symptoms and the discomforts that arise in perimenopause and as we inch towards menopause by removing toxic estrogen, supporting the liver and the gut, and supporting the production of healthy hormones in your body. So I say never settle for out of balance hormones and volatile estrogen levels, or even symptoms of estrogen dominance. The second you start to see those symptoms come on, let's nip it in the bud. Because at the end of the day, you deserve to feel healthy, happy, and just feel great inside of your body. And that is the goal. And hormones are such a major player here. It doesn't take a lot to move the needle, but sometimes we just need to get the right tools inside of our hands. Now, I will have the link to Hormone Balance inside of the show notes in case you want to go and check it out. It has been a godsend to everyone in my family, all the women, and so many women who have used it in the last couple of years. And if you are loving these tips today, be sure to subscribe for more easy remedies and recommendations to heal your hormones and upgrade your health. Until the next episode, have an amazing day.